Hello Taurus, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the week of the 14th going to the 20th of August. So let's have a little look together and see what's coming up for you guys, alright? The initial D is sticking out to me. Alright, anything else? And then number 4 could be to do with family. Alright, one more please. All right, we got a lot of work ahead of us. I already see that there could be some finances coming our way, the opportunity to make more finances, all right? But it does require some work, all right? It may require you to do somebody else's work, all right? I kind of feel like there is, whether that's to do with your actual career making money or whether in your actual personal life, Taurus, you may find yourself having to kind of go backwards in order to go forwards again. So that is a little bit of the theme. Very strong Capricorn energy, but again, that is really just to do with responsibilities because it's ruled by Saturn, which is the planet of hard lessons. So it's not always the planet that everyone looks to. But it can bring you a lot of blessings in the end and life lessons that, you carry with you for the rest of your life that are very beneficial. So you guys could definitely be learning a lot this week about your life, how to go about life, how to go about your work. All right. I do see you having to work hard. I do see that you're very independent people. The people that I'm speaking to, you guys could be leaders or feel like you're being called to lead. But it does feel like there's some messy work ahead. But you're doing it, all right? You're going through the hard stuff to get out to the other side. That's basically what's coming through. Some of you may be seeing the true colors of some people. Some of you could be doing some inner work on yourself and discovering some things that you'd like to change. All right, your current overall energy. Very beautiful, actually, Taurus. Ooh. Okay, well, the first card that came up for you is the Two of Cups. So it's to do with your partnerships. It's to do with connections with people, soulmates most likely, okay? So whether you are in a relationship already, I do see that there will be some very deep conversations or beautiful connections around you in general if you're single. We also have the Ten of Pentacles, so financial stability, windfall, inheritance. This is about money coming away. All right, feeling stable. For those of you who are already in a relationship, this actually looks like this is very stable. We have the Judgment here, forgiveness, learning our lesson. Judgment is really about releasing to go on to the next level, right? It's the card before the world. It's about new cycles. So this is like you're learning a lesson about maybe family. And I did pick that up, actually. The number 4 is about family. I did feel like that was a message for you guys. You could be creating deeper connections with family members. Communicating about things with family that you maybe didn't before. It's almost like you're finding something out that's bringing you some peace, because you do with the Knight of Swords, which I feel like initially some of you guys could be quite triggered around people this week, or somebody might be quite triggered around you. The Knight of Swords is just about communication, but sometimes it can be like very brash and rushed communication. But the Temperance card, this does feel like reconciliation. Could be family, could be love. It's to do with partnerships around you. Because Knight of Swords comes rushing in, and then Temperance is like, slow down. Like there might be something that we're missing. There might be we're rushing in with logic, or somebody. It might not be you, but somebody's rushing in, angry, hot-headed, or it's just very like cold, detached. And this Temperance card, this angel here is like bringing some emotions into it, and I kind of feel like either you or somebody, like I can almost see it, you're being stopped in your tracks to rethink something, to gain some more emotional in your judgment. And sometimes that can happen. Sometimes we can be just really annoyed depending on the situation. I do see that you have a lot on your plate already, so Taurus, you could just be feeling very hot-headed this week, like I have so much to do. Why is this person like really starting to agitate me? But then something is coming in and going, Taurus, slow down. You do have love for the people around you. You do have love for whatever it is that's starting to annoy you. Sometimes it's just kids. Like that's the energy I want to say here. Sometimes you want to just be triggered and just come at something straight ahead and say what we think, but there is this Temperance energy that comes in and says, look, we might not have the full story. There is something deeper here that might need your attention. So it's quite interesting. Let's see. And specifically, if it is family, which 10 of Pentacles can be, I do believe, yeah, before you rush into anything to speak your mind, if something's triggering you, or if there's someone's coming towards you, if you're a cross watcher and this is you, I don't know, be patient, because something might resolve itself without the need for you to come rushing in, do this, do that, or whatever it is. Like, I don't know, something may work itself out without the need of you to take responsibility for it on top of everything else that you've got, you know. I think your first reaction may be, I need to fix this, I need to do this, I need to do that. But I feel like somebody might be able to do it, or it might resolve itself by itself. Yeah, interesting. I feel a bit of tension. You guys might need a massage, Taurus. Like, I just pick up, especially on my lower back, I can feel a lot of tension there. All right, anyways, let's see. What's the blockage for Taurus this week? 5 of Swords. This is to do with something that came to an abrupt end. This could be some sort of misunderstanding. You may have fallen out with somebody. Somebody may just have been traveling or doing something. I don't know. Knight of Wands can be somebody who's just very in and out of your life, you know, comes in, comes back out again. This could be a player energy for those of you who might be dealing with somebody here who's like that. Knight of Wands could be a Sagittarius. 5 of Swords, what's blocking you is things that you've walked away from, or things that may have walked away from you. There could be some emotions and let's say, I think there's not, like, I think you're still frustrated about it. I think you're still upset about it. 5 of Swords is he's still sitting there thinking about it, feeling quite stumped, feeling quite, you know. And the Knight of Wands is interesting because it's actually a card of positivity. So whether that's some advice that the universe wants from you is a little bit more of an optimistic outlook. One thing to say with that is you can never really lose something that's divinely yours. So if an opportunity didn't work out the way that you wanted it to, if something was outside of your control and, you know, didn't go very well, you can only lose something that was not yours. And just remember that sometimes rejection is protection at the end of the day. So it's something that we have to keep in mind. And if you've had a falling out with somebody, then all we can do is learn from our mistakes and learn from the situation. So just try to understand that. Let me clarify the oracle card so I can show you what I'm seeing as well on top of this. We have all that glitters coming through, which usually is about, again, finding something out on a deeper level. So whether that is to do with secrets, whether that is just to do with maybe, you know, I'm kind of feeling a little bit like the silver lining, even though it's not. A card that represents that. As you can see, we have masks here that are off. All that glitters sometimes does say, like, look, not everything that's shiny is good. You know, so that is a message. But I kind of feel like with this card, it's actually about understanding something on a deeper level. We have the Ace of Wands, which is about something good coming through. You have the Sun card here as well, so it all looks positive to me. Ace of Wands, 3 of Wands, you guys could be relocating or starting a new job or having something that creates a bit more interest to you. Hobbies, 3 of Wands and Ace of Wands is something that you are manifesting, something that you wanted. Maybe you're discovering deep down what it is that you really want. Then we have clean it up, okay? And this is something that we're upset about. This is about disappointments. I feel like you've disappointed in a situation and now you're having to kind of push even harder to fix it. You know, it feels like somebody disappointed you. All right, it's to do with another person, whether they intended to or not, I'm not quite sure. But now you feel like you're having to clear up the mess, which is what this card is doing. This is sometimes clearing the air. Some of you may be called to communicate, to talk to somebody here, to clear the air with them. Clean it up. It's just taking leadership, taking ownership, taking responsibility, even if it's not yours to clean up, even if it wasn't created by you, sorry. You know, sometimes people come in and they create a mess in our life and then they just disappear. And that can be really sad. But instead of, you know, blaming and leaving it there, and even though it's affecting you, sometimes we have to go, okay, like this person, like trauma, for example, if somebody creates trauma within you or abandonment wound or whatever, we can blame them our whole life and say, this is the reason why I am this way. Or we can go, all right, like, I don't want to be like this. I'm not happy. This is not who I am. This was not created by me. And I don't want this ruling my life because of somebody else in there. inability to do something for me, specifically emotionally. Somebody was not there for you emotionally, or somebody spoiled your happiness, you know. So instead of this ruling my life, I have to do something about it, even though it's not fair. I'm gonna take responsibility for me, even though it wasn't caused by me. I'm gonna do it because it affects me, it impacts me. So sometimes we have to do that. 5 of Cups, there are some disappointments around this though. It could be around a fire sign, okay? Queen of Wands is coming through. But if that's not to do with a fire sign, or whoever this person is, I think this is you calling confidence in yourself, remembering that you are deserving, you're strong, you're capable. Even though something is disappointing to you, you have the ability and the strength to push forward and to deal with something that needs to be dealt with. All right. You then have Chop Wood coming in next. Did I show you the cards? I did, didn't I? You then have Chop Wood, which is kind of similar to Clean It Up. They do look the same. They got similar energies coming through here. It's really about cleaning it up, clearing up the mess. It's still the same message coming through, but the Chop Wood card is saying keep going. It may be mundane, it may be tedious, it may be something we don't want to do, especially with the 10 of Wands here. Just make sure you don't burn out. All right, something maybe similar to what we said in the beginning. Like, go rushing into something. Make sure you are balancing yourself as well. Make sure you have all the facts. Make sure you do take your time. Don't go detriment in your health to fix something straight away. You know, take your time with it. Chop Wood is saying, like, keep going, keep pushing. You know, the doors are finally opening for you. Let's clarify, Chop Wood. Interesting. So I was asking what the outcome is. We have the Empress and the 4 of Pentacles. So there's a very big difference between these two cards. The Empress attracts, you know, doesn't hold on to anything. Whatever is meant to be in my life is coming into my life, and what's not meant to be in my life will go. Some of you might be holding on a bit to the past. I understand why that happens. I feel like you might be feeling a little bit, in terms of your future, I feel like you want to do something different than what you're doing now, Taurus. But it's almost like I see that what you're doing is unfulfilling, and you are working towards doing something different anyways. But there is some sort of like nostalgia, or something is keeping you where you are. It could be just memories. Like the 8 of Cups is usually a card of, you know, walking away from things that don't serve you emotionally. 6 of Cups is about nostalgia. It's about the past. So whether you end up doing something that you used to do, going back to a childhood dream, feels like the 6 of Cups is what's fueling you, or something that you think about quite often. Children, it's nostalgia. You're thinking about the past. You're really thinking about memories. So, yeah, sorry. The difference between these two cards, I said about the Empress, she's full of love, full of light. She trusts so much in the universe that she knows that whatever comes in is hers, whatever leaves is not meant to be right now. Whereas the 4 of Pentacles is a holding on. I need this, and if this is not in my life, then I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be at a lack. It's a very lack, scared, fearful mindset, and maybe you are in this from time to time. They're just saying to let go. Like, some things, like these things, if they're meant to be in your life, whether it's money, resources, people, scenarios, whatever it may be, if we are holding on to it so tightly, then we're not giving ourselves enough room to grow. Like the Empress, she's completely abundant, all right? Whereas this is not, because it's fearful of losing what it already has in order to get to this state. So you might need to let go of a certain fear in order to step into this Empress energy, to actually come to terms with what you actually might want for your future. I do get a little bit of uncertainty here. Like, I'm not quite sure about what you want moving forward. 3 of Cups, just happiness. For some of you, like, very random, some of you could end up, like, of course this is not for everybody, but there is like a retirement, like retirement is coming in my head. You're thinking about your abundance and, you know, where you want to be so that you don't have to work for something or whatever it may be. You're wanting freedom, but then there is like, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Anything. Anyways, All right, you have 2 messages coming through for you guys this week. One's going to be quite emotional. The other one is going to be very positive. All right. They feel very different. One could just be family, somebody who you would like to hear from or is emotional to hear from. And the other one is to do with an opportunity coming away. Let me pull you out a keyword for Taurus. Did we have this before? So this is like Scorpio energy, just like the death card in the tarot deck. It's about transformation, new beginnings, kind of transforming and things, not being the same person that you was in the past, or so something within you is changing. And I think maybe that's what the All That Glitters is about here. You're really getting to know yourself on a deeper level, shadow work. So that's what this is. Some of you may have been going through some sort of grieving process, so my condolences to you here, Taurus. But here it says, I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. It's very similar to that Scorpio energy of transformation. Alrighty, let's get you some tea leaf tarot and get some random messages for you guys as well. For Taurus. Okay. Interesting. We have a man. This could be you or somebody else. Dealings or relationship with a man. This did come out with dagger, fears, worries, tense situations. So some of you may be in arguments with somebody. Now we have dark man. So this person may be brunette, may have dark complexion. All right. These feel like separate messages, but it might not be for some of you. Tense, temporary situations, someone will gossip about all your secrets. I don't like reading that one out loud. It just feels like gossip in general. Somebody could be repeating what you're saying, or somebody could be speaking about you. But temporary situation says it's just temporary, right? Things will change. But to do with this dark man, this man here, there's some fears either in this person or something about this person's creating fears within you. Alrighty. But this may be the situation that has come to an end for some of you, okay? All right. Well, Taurus, I love you guys. Wish you all the best. Make sure you subscribe if you want more of these readings. It helps the channel out, and I would love to have you as part of the community here, if I can speak. But aside from that, let me know how it resonated for you guys, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right.